Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. First and foremost, I wanted to thank you all for 125 subscribers. I literally never thought this many people would care about my opinions, but here we are. Thank you so much for subscribing. I really appreciate each and every single one of you and wish you all the best with everything in life. Sending all the good vibes your way. It really does mean a lot to me that you chose to subscribe to me and listen to my annoying opinionated ass talk about BTS, Blackpink, and random K-pop shit that no one cares about. Seriously, thank you so much. I love you all. Now moving on to the video. So in my early Blink and ARMY days and just early K-pop days in general, I really thought I knew everything and was throwing opinions at you all left and right, acting like I know what the frick I'm talking about. But as I've gotten more into things and spent more time being a K-pop stan, some of my opinions on things have changed. There are some things I completely disagree with now, and others that I no longer entirely agree with. So let's get right into the tea and expose the loudmouth clown I was that didn't know shit. So in my things I dislike about groups I love BTS edition video, I said that I feel like BTS has lost their authenticity along the way, because their earlier songs used to talk about things like the struggles and hardships of youth and just really heavy, relatable topics in general. I also said that I feel like their overall musical vibe has strayed so far from where it started, and it seems like at some point their goal was solely to please the Western market, which is why they went mainstream and lost their authenticity. I no longer agree with this opinion. I definitely think that their sound has become more mainstream overall, and some of their songs have a generic element to them in terms of the sound. I think Map of the Soul Persona was where their mainstreamness peaked in terms of the lyrics and sonical aspect. However, I still think all their songs still feel very BTS. I know mainstreamness isn't a word, but you get me. LOL, I can't pinpoint it, but even their songs that are on the more generic side sonically still have a uniqueness to them that exclusively reminds me of BTS. BTS has a certain style when it comes to music, and I really cannot put a finger on it, but 99% of their songs have that style prevalent. The 1% that doesn't, of course, being Dynamite, as they were literally pretty much not involved in the writing and production process, and the song was made and released in a very short period of time. What I am trying to say is, even though they might have changed up their sound to something a little more poppy with a lot of songs, it still feels like an evolution of their old selves. It does not feel like they morphed into something entirely different that just doesn't feel like them anymore. I hope that makes sense. LOL. And with the whole thing about their main goal once was just to please the Western market, I completely disagree with that now. I genuinely think that they never aimed to please the American or Western market. Yes, they wanted to win certain awards and have goals that involve the American/Western music industry, but I do believe they wish to do it by being themselves, or at least trying their hardest to do it that way before they have to really change things up just to get a certain award. Cough scammies cough. The boys have said it themselves, their approach to what they do is to just experiment, have fun with it, and try their absolute best with everything they do, and then they just see where that takes them. I feel like at this point more than ever, pleasing the Western market. So I formed this opinion exclusively based on Dynamite. We all know that Dynamite is probably the song that least involved BTS themselves in the creation process, and Namjoon himself has stated that Dynamite was mainly for promotions. It was rushed and, at least to me, did not represent BTS for what they truly are as artists. And so based on this, I assume that if they make more English songs in the future, this is how they will turn out and this is how the process will be. Now that is hikey stupid. LOL. Like, why did I assume that all their future English songs will be rushed and will not involve them in the making process? Just because Dynamite was spontaneous does not mean every single freaking English song they may release is going to be. I don't know why I thought like that, but that is why I originally felt like they should not make more English songs. At the end of the day, I just want them to do what they want, and not feel forced or like they need to change themselves in order to appeal to a certain group. With Dynamite, honestly, you could see how freaking tired of the song they were on all of their faces, and it just made me feel like they really should not be obligated to do this in the future. They should not feel like they need to lose their identity or tone it down when they make English songs because that it was plays on the stupid American radio. But of course, If they want to make English songs, by all means they 100% should, and I will 100% support it. And anyway, of course my opinions are irrelevant and no one cares what the hell I think about whether BTS should make English songs or not. Who the frick am I to tell anyone what to do? I know what I say does not matter. But I just wanted to clear this one up because I feel like people misunderstood it as me saying I have a problem with them making English songs, because I'm one of those people that are complaining about BTS releasing their first English songs now, when several K-pop groups have been doing it for years. This ties into both my previous opinions. But basically I really do not think that their main aim of releasing English songs is to get a Grammy or any other Western award. Yes, it is a nice bonus and it's like killing two birds with one stone. But like I said in my most recent video, there is a lot more to them releasing English songs than just aiming for some award. The boys were genuinely so excited for the release of Butter, and we can see how much they have worked on their English pronunciation etc. for this comeback. It was a huge step up from Dynamite. And all that says a lot. They did not have to put in that much effort. If they just wanted to release English songs to get a Grammy, then they could have easily put half the effort that they did into Butter, because they know how well Dynamite did despite being rushed and spontaneous. But they chose to really work on Butter and be thoroughly involved in the process, and their hard work, excitement, and love for this comeback really shows. You can really see that they are happy with what they have put out and that the song actually means a lot to them. This to me says that English songs are really more of a treat to their international fans. Something that we can all sing along to, and something fun and light-hearted that puts us all in a great mood and lifts our spirits. And for this very reason, I genuinely feel like after they win a Grammy, they won't stop releasing English songs because it means so much more to them than just that. This is truly their way of expressing gratitude and love for their massive international fan base. So I definitely still think that there are hella toxic blonks and armpits, no doubt about that. However, I don't think that these fandoms are the most toxic ones. Most fandoms have toxic people in them, no matter how big or small the group is. But because both BTS and Blackpink have quite large fandoms, it just seems like they are more toxic overall. There are just so many of us that obviously there will be more toxic fans too if the group is bigger. So yeah, I no longer agree with this opinion. I no longer fully agree with this opinion. I still do think that some of their songs have certain elements to them that make them a little sonically generic. For example, the use of heavy auto-tune. However, like I said before, they still bring the BTS touch with all of their music. And honestly, sounding generic or mainstream is not always necessarily a bad thing. I am not the biggest fan of most mainstream music, but the reason things are mainstream is because a lot of freaking people like them. So the fact that they are able to sound mainstream yet bring their authenticity in at the same time is actually freaking impressive and quite amazing. Alright guys, that is all for this video. Let me know what you think about these opinions and if you agree or disagree. I really love reading all the comments, so definitely leave one below. If you are new to the channel, I make mostly BTS and Blackpink related content and also just talk about K-pop related general things. If that sounds like your vibe, then definitely subscribe. OMG, that rhymed LOL anyway. Thank you so much for watching and I'll hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one.